Have you ever wondered how wholesaling works? By the end of this video, you are gonna know exactly why I call wholesaling the gateway drug of real estate investing. Welcome back. My name is Lauren Hardy, and I am your wholesaling coach. In this video, I'm gonna go into how wholesaling works. I'm gonna get real micro and deep dive the whole mechanics of wholesaling from A to Z. I'm gonna talk about who the key players are in a wholesale transaction and why I love wholesaling so much. If you're even thinking about getting into real estate investing, but you have no clue what wholesaling is, by the end of this video, you will know. So how does wholesaling work? I should say that wholesaling is actually a jargon term. What that means is wholesaling's like slang. What we're really talking about is contract assignments. We are assigning our purchase agreement to purchase a home to another party for a fee. And what we're doing by that is we're assigning our equitable interest and our benefits to that real estate contract to someone else. So they get to enjoy the benefits, but we still get a fee for it. We also eliminate a lot of risk of holding the actual real estate. So what are the steps A to Z? I'll get right into it. Let's say you have Mr. Seller over here and he owns a house. And here you are over here making an offer to purchase that house. The seller accepts your offer and you put the details on a contract, or we call it a purchase agreement. Let's say you agreed to buy the house for $100,000 and you've got your signed purchase agreement. When you wholesale the house or that contract, you then sell that contract to another investor for more money and you make what's in between. So let's use the example, you find an investor and they agree to pay $120,000 for that contract. You now, as the wholesaler in the transaction, made $20,000. To keep this really simple, just remember, buy low, sell high. So who are the key players in a wholesale transaction? You've got the seller. The seller is the person who owns the property originally. Then you've got the wholesaler. But remember, wholesaling is jargon, it's slang. The proper term would be the assignor in the contract. Then you've got the end buyer. The proper term for an end buyer would be the assignee in the contract. And then you've got the people that put it all together, the neutral third party, escrow or title company, depending on what state you're in. This could also be an attorney if you are in an attorney closing state. Now let's talk about why I love wholesaling. Okay, so I always joke around that wholesaling is the gateway drug to real estate investing, but I'm kind of serious. A lot of people want to get into real estate investing, but they're scared. They have a lot of fear. They don't have any money. They don't know how they can buy property when they don't have money and they don't have guts. Well, wholesaling solves that problem because you don't have to have money to wholesale. You don't have to have your own, at least. Buying property is scary too. A lot of people are afraid because they're scared that they're gonna buy something that is unknown. They're gonna buy a property that ended up having a ton of foundation damage or roof repairs. They're afraid of buying something that in the end loses money for them. So wholesaling allows you to dip your toe in without too much risk. You as the wholesaler do not have to actually close on the property with your own money. So in the transaction, you are eliminating yourself from all the things that you're afraid of. The reason I really love wholesaling as a beginner strategy is because it helps beginners gain confidence in real estate. The way to think about it is you're gonna look at those investors, and after about 10 transactions, you're gonna start saying to yourself, well, if he can do it or if she can do it, so can I. When I first got started in wholesaling, I also was flipping houses as well. The reason I wholesaled houses was because I wanted to offset or mitigate the risk of my flips. I could have flipped everything that I got under contract, but I was too scared. So instead, I would flip what I liked and what I was really comfortable with, and I would wholesale anything that I wasn't comfortable with. That way I felt comfortable. I felt that I was eliminating some of the risk of flipping. I was working and operating at my comfort level. I also really love wholesaling if you want to take on a more virtual model. And what I mean by that is that you are out of state, you maybe don't live near the area that you're investing in. So when you're flipping houses, it's very important that you live in the area that you're house flipping, or you at least have somebody local that has a vested interest in those properties, because the construction aspect of it can get pretty hairy. Contractors will take advantage of you if you are not there to watch them. But when you're wholesaling, you're taking out that whole construction element out of the deal. So if you're me, what I personally like to do is, in a virtual model, I like to hold rentals. So I wholesale everything that I don't want, and I buy and hold everything that I do virtually. When it comes to flipping homes, I like to do that in my hometown. So now that we got into wholesaling and the steps and who everyone is, you're probably wondering, how easy is wholesaling? Well, you're in luck, because I created a whole video on it. So make sure you tune into the next video. And if you want, I have a free mini course on wholesaling at laurenhardyofficial.com. Make sure you sign up for that mini course, and you'll get a little taste of the coaching that I do. And most importantly, you'll learn a lot more about wholesaling. All right, guys, that's it. And I hope you loved this video. But if you didn't, I apologize for the 12 minutes that you're probably never going to get back. But if you did, make sure you subscribe to this channel and comment below and let me know what you think.